jacket at times, but then the people would come in and it was okay. Support Bat Rider, which is new. Make my own hotel. That's a Euro trip though for me as well. Captain's draft event. It would be a fearless draft event. Bobica actually hides in the trees. Moon, he's on this tiny, and they've got the Frog Stomp doing a lot of damage on a planet. Speaking of them, first blood there for Fly, and Shiro's also dead to the tree toss coming out from Moon. For who qualifies for Dream League and ESL. Flame break on Innocence. And they'll get the kill on a Fly, taking out this Ursa. And Y's going to get chased all the way under the tower. Bobica playing aggressively will burn him out. Bach wants this trade, though, and will get it. So Bach gets a double kill. Meanwhile, mid, XM having a easy time, and Shiro forced all the way back, and he's going to be potentially dead. Is there a Frog Stomp or anything available? XM, I said he's having an easy time. He just died to Moon solo. Shiro.
He's like,
Planet. All right, Earth Spike, and Shiro. Frog Stomp. No, he's going to die. Oh, and he doesn't even get the kill on a Tianming. He turned for the power shot because he's actually got kill shot on the safe lane Windrunner, even though Tangled is the fastest they usually go.
Down to the Frog Stomp. Would have just barely made it out of that one if it didn't go down, but maybe I agree with your chatter. If you get that kill and go down, that would be like best case scenario. Can you be back on the map?
Another jump on mid, and XM gonna get some help from Planet, but the flame break and the toss, they'll get the kill into XM. They might get a +1 on Planet, but diving into tier 2 way harder than a tier 1. Bobica almost even dying, but survive. Yes.
Bro, you are not good at this whole like salesman thing.
No. Avalanche, Frog Stomp, Pit of Malice, Shiro dragged back in with the catchy lick, and they'll get the kill onto the Windrunner again. Moon getting that kill, and Bach trying to turn and get something with the Whirling Death. They go to the finger, and Moon's going to toss him back on a Planet. So they'll lose that chase, and Bach not a lot of mana to work with, so they're unable to get the kill onto the Tiny, despite the fact that they use that finger. Fortunate. Avalanche, toss, now coming in with a Frog Stomp. Catchy lick again. Firestorm burning him low. But the Hex, the stun, it lands from XM, and now they get the kill onto Moon. Thank you for the... maybe I'll just do this. I think this works. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing those sound twice. Stun, Chakram, Timber Chain again. Yang getting killed off here by Bach, even at 7. Why is the video quality so low? I don't know if it's that low, but it is kind of lowish. Since throwing down that sentry, and they'll back away from trying to go for this gank. But yeah, Earth Spike lands. XM's here. They've got the Hex to land the stun. Double Chakram's thrown his way into Power Shot, finger, catchy lick. Can't catch those hands, and they get the kill onto the Tiny.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of damage. It was a very interesting build. Or, like, circumstance. Bach, lassoed. And Fly is here. Timber Chain attempt, but they've got the catchy lick. That stops the Timber Chain. They'll get the kill. Planet trying to get something in return, and will with the finger. Ice Path on to 3 with the dual breath, but Planet's still dead on his screen already. Somebody said they were Wendy's in the donation chat. Yang gonna get chased and in trouble with all these heroes showing up. Earth Spike, Shackle, and then a power shot, kill shot coming in from Shiro to get this Yang kill, and that's first to 10 for Vici.
If he doesn't have it, then they're definitely not going to be able to do anything about this one. They would be fighting into an Aegis, though. We still got that one for another minute.
Power shot. Fly enraging, but where does he go? Lasso coming through. It's on a Bach. Toss up into the air. They'll get the kill on a Fly. They'll take the Aegis, but they'll end up losing XM. 2 years dead on the side of Vici. Ice Path and the power shot. Shiro considering going in on this. That's a little bit dangerous. They've got Bobica off to the side, and now the Fiend's Gate. But Fly in on the Shiro, who stayed too long. They've also got the Pit of Malice on a Y. They'll get the kill there, and only Lion's going to be able to survive. They'll also get a Tormentor.
Yeah, it's never been more cooked. I mean, they had to force that one, right? You found the Ursa.
But they get that kill, and it's an 8,000 net worth lead for the side of YAKULT. They'll get this lasso and get the kill here on to Planet.
susceptible to lasso and whatnot. You just change your priorities.
He doesn't even know that this is coming. They do BKB though, and that's a very early BKB. Now you can kind of fight this. They will lasso Planet. He's still going to die. Flyfly will get the kill. The BKB's been popping the Windrunner, and they pop the Enrage. He's able to jump down onto the low ground. They're getting a good little disengage, but then a 3-man stun from XM. Ice Path comes in too. Moon's taking some damage. Timber Chain across. Somehow the Timber is just not doing the damage that I thought he would, but they're also down by so much. The right clicks come in. They've got the Guardian Greaves, the Timber Chain, the Whirling Death, the Chakram once again. The Shackle, it's always the one in the back. They'll get the kill there on a Tiaming, Yang, and Flyfly all dead. They'll look for Bach, get the finish. Can Bobica salvage this at all? While they'll go for Moon, and Tiny does not have a lot of space to get out of here. Has no space, in fact. Throws an avalanche, but the Shackle connects, and that's another kill for Vici. Pulling this all the way back.
Not able to focus down any of the...
This is where a lot of Ursa lineups kind of struggle a little bit, is when they lose this Aegis. It's not the quickest Roche take. They can probably defend against this. Flame Break pushes them out of the pit. Now they've got the lasso. It's on a Planet. Malice stops Shiro. Macropyre down. Ice Path connects, but Planet can't do anything. Stun up out of the high ground. Catches Bobica, but he's got the Firefly. He can maneuver around this cliff. The Guardian Greaves, the Avalanche comes out. Shackle doesn't connect to anything. Tossed back onto this Jakiro, right into the hands of Flyfly. And they will not lose this Roche as they get 2 kills.
Geniuses. Yo, B-Cops chat. Does Disperser go through BKB with the Dispel?
I don't think so. Ooh. Planet. It wouldn't make sense, right?
The Shadow Flyfly. No.
Fiend's Gate.
They say, Claymore says no. That's like a smart chatter. He's one of the good ones.
XM getting run at, and BKB's turn this around. Now the Ice Path on it too with Bobica low. Pipe's not going to help him. They'll get the kill, but XM's going to be run at by Flyfly with a BKB of his own.
Yep.
Path off the mark. Timber Chain, Flyfly. Power shot misses, and now he'll enrage. That's a bit of a problem. Catchy lick. Ooh, gosh.
That's a zero ping blink if I've ever seen one.
Get the kill there onto the Largo.
That was like, that blink only happens on land, by the way.
Not a good game for the Windrunner.
Ooh, they're gonna run into him in a pretty good spot here. They can catch Shiro. That is big.
Can they get the save? Oh, the 3-man Earth Spike! It might be enough to save Shiro. It is. BKB comes through, and now Flyfly's already used the Enrage. The Catchy Lick, the Pit of Malice is down, and with the Fiend's Gate, they've got the Venn diagram up on the high ground. They'll land the stun, but Planet is still going to die anyway. Tiaming gets that kill. Planet buys back. They'll take the Aegis out of the hands of the Ursa. He's under the tier 2 tower. They've got him in trouble. The finger is used. The damage is there. Buck gets the kill. Another Earth Spike lands on a Tiaming. They'll get the kill to the Largoba. He is not long for this world. It's 2 more kills for Vici. They'll buy back on this Lion to make it happen. And they are starting to feel like they're taking over. Flyfly just a little too aggressive there. Also there to kind of back away from the fight with the Glimmer Cape and then wait for these BKBs to run out and have that timing to go in and then make that move. So like this, Blink, Earth Spike, Catchy Lick, but now he's tossed up into the air. The BKB is going to be popped by Moon, and when these BKBs start to run out, Planet's going to have more effectiveness. He backs away. He's not dead from the burst damage that came out from the Avalanche as well as the toss. They go to the Pit of Malice, but the Doc is on the back lines away from the rest of his team. Kind of zone denial out, but Planet's here. Blink in, Hex. They've got the control. They get the kill to Bobica. 2-man Earth Spike once again going to the mana drain with a shard, taking all their mana away. Yang going to be hit with the Whirling Death. They get that kill. They take a big chunk out of him. And getting this kill as the Chakra misses Tiaming. He's on the run. He'll try to TP out. Do they have anything to stop this? Ooh, Shackle's just a little bit too late. And that's a Vici. Earth Spike, Finger, immediately Largo heals up the lasso. Not the double lasso, but the control there onto the Leshrac. They just don't have the initial damage, but now they'll finally get him. XM dead for 95 seconds. He doesn't have buyback. BKB's been popped by Bach. He's starting to back away. They're using this Amphibious Rhapsody. They've got the toss back. He'll go to the Refresher, the Lotus again, the Frog Stomp. Now the Wind Run and the Focus Fire. The TP out, but the damage coming through onto the Underlord. It's not going to be enough before he's able to get away from this. They'll pop the BKB. They've got the Shackle. It's going to be onto the Ursa. He's controlled up. He's taking all his mana. He's in so much trouble. He'll pop the Enrage just barely. dispersing and running and trying to escape. The ice path comes through. It doesn't connect on anybody, but they go to the finger. Now they've got the shackle on a 2. Bobica dead. Tianming next. They'll get the kill in both supports.
Disperser gets you out of there, but unfortunately, just weren't able to do anything. That looked like the best fight possible, them getting that start off onto the Leshrac. But he refreshed on the Timber Saw to get out of that one with the second Timber Chain?
He did refresh when he got put by the trees.
The refreshed Timber Chain is fucking crazy.
Double buyback used. Pit of Malice is down. They have the control. Double lasso. That's what they needed. They get the kill on a Shiro. He's got no buyback. Down goes Innocence. They'll get themselves Planet, and they have Helt on YAKULT. Not only have they Helt, but they've got 4 heroes dead. The lasso. Ooh. If you eat too many blocks of cheese, you get constipated, B-Cup. I just have Crohn's disease. That's just the regular. Oh, the Earth Spike again. Planet. They'll try for the Avalanche, but they lose Fly. He's unable to do anything. Bobica's dead. No buyback. He's a big part of any chance here that YAKULT have in winning this game. They bought back immediately on Fly. Planet just throws the Earth Spike, and Vici now have a very, very dictated advantage. Malice down over mid, and they eat a cheese. So they got the first one. That's Gouda. And then they've got the toss. Bach again. Earth Spike once more. Planet trying to make a play, but Fly fighting with the BKB as well as the enrage. They should be able to get the kill on a Planet. They'll at least get one. BKB, Nullifier onto the Leshrac. Yang down half health, pops the pipe. They're still trying to get the tier 3. They're without the Lion, the Catchy Lick, trying to throw him into the Pit of Malice. The toss into the Pit of Malice. They get the kill on XM. They'll take the Leshrac, and the Pit of Malice is going to lock up Bach as well as Shiro. Another toss. God, Moon is doing so much here. But the BKB with a refresher. Bach going after this Fly Ursa, who's forced to pop the Enrage again. The Pit of Malice locks up 3. Planet bought back. He's back into the fight. The toss again. The Nullifier's there. Shiro in trouble. The right click's coming out, but the Earth Spike from Planet can't keep him alive. They'll lose the Aegis. Timber Chain across from Bach ends up on the edge of the Pit of Malice. Do they stay? They've got the toss. They'll look at Shiro. Avalanche as well as the Nullifier once again. And the Pit of Malice forcing the BKB. Shiro with the Lotus Orb. He's going to have to go back another Earth Spike from Planet onto Moon to stop them from chasing for a second. But the Avalanche lands out of the hero. They get the kill on Innocence. They'll take out this third. They bought back on Planet. He's trying to run the Earth Spike again. We'll save him once more. We'll blinks. Yeah, basically, just exists with us. I haven't stopped this week. Yeah, I went from Fissure with PGL to Fissure in this. Toss back, Shackle connects. They've got 2 in a pretty bad spot with the BKB being popped here by Bach. They'll go after Moon. He doesn't have a lot of life remaining. He's going to pop his own BKB and try to turn this around. They go to the Abyssal Blade. It's going to be on an XM. Lotus Sword, but the damage is overwhelming. They should be able to get the kill. He's got the cheese. Why didn't he eat it? Oh, he's got the buyback. They'll use that on the Jakiro, but they've got the tosses all juggling up into the air. They get that kill on Shiro, and he's going to be forced to buy back too. Earth Spike lands onto the Largoba. Bach in onto the Tiny. They've got the Hex, but still getting away with the Disperser placed on him by Fly, getting that movement speed. The right click's coming out from this Fly. Ursa gets the bash. Box in trouble. Chakram on him. Fiend's Gate with a Pit of Malice, locking them out with a Venn diagram. They've got Planet, who's going to be using this mana drain, but toss back, and the double toss, getting the kill on both supports. They take out Bach. He's going to buy back too. Captain Tap, thanks for the sub. Toss up into the air. Now they've got this Leshrac in trouble. He finally eats the cheese. They go to the Chakram. They land the stun. It's going to be on a 3. Fly still alive. The damage from the Pulse Nova doing a lot of work. Avalanche stops the Timber Chain. They get the kill on Yang as well as Moon. They'll have buyback available on the Tiny with the boots travel level 2. Comes back into the fight. They get the kill on Tianming. He's got buyback, and he'll use it immediately. The Underlord still has his, but they've got the toss back. It's going to be through onto the Timber Saw. Another toss. Another Abyssal Butt. The Timber Chain now. The Chakram. Bobica's dead. Vici somehow bringing this fight back.
Yeah, 2 heroes dead without buyback available. Oh my god, every buyback is on cooldown in the game right now. Farmers or what?
I was the clown. Ooh, Planet. In a good spot. Or is he? Earth Spike on a 2. Double Chakrams, need to be careful. Shackle connects, Timber Chain in, but they're going to heal him up a little bit. Now they've got the heal sustaining him, but the Ice Path comes through. They've got the lasso. It's going to be through on a Bach. Bach's going to be in trouble. They go to the Abyssal, but it's going to be reflected with the Lotus Orb. The Earth Spike lands on a couple of these heroes. They'll use the Enrage. They'll get the kill. They'll take out the Underorb, but he's got himself the Aegis. They take the Largo's life, but they lose both the Jakiro as well as the Timber. The Timber's doing a lot of the damage that they need here to sustain this game. XM Abyssal, once again, they've got the catch, but the Shackle, it stops them for a second. The stun lands on a 3. Does Shiro have the damage? He doesn't. They get the kill on XM, and now they'll look over at Shiro. He's gone. Everybody dead. No buybacks. GG is called, and YAKULT brothers take game number 1.
Yeah, but there's
I've seen him or anything like that.
So I saw someone talking about Dr. Pepper in chat. That's all I need to know.
Dr. Peppy and Bach dead. First blood. Fly. Who other than Fly Morph to get this first blood?
Why were you talking shit about Fly Morph?
I always talk shit about Fly Morph. Just back in the day, it felt like it was underwhelming. And now, maybe not so much. Maybe now these days it's kind of chill. But Innocence getting run at by Bobica. And Shiro might even get a kill in return. But looking for the body blocks. Bobica one shot from dead. Gets into the trees, juking around. Shiro now out from under the tower. They've got the Gush. And a raise isn't going to do enough. They've got the creeps under the tower. Another raise doesn't land on a Bobica. So he's in this guy's entire existence.
Clip this Viper's wings. Bring him down from the sky. Toss him back. Get him. Get him.
Oh, man, you must be loving this. But Moon's still alive. Bobica and TMing are here. Now the turnaround. XM, though, blinks in aggressively, gets the kill on a Moon. I didn't give you guys a 5-minute Gamba, by the way. Put your point. That tournament was, like the week before my birthday. It was in November. I wanted to go to it, but I couldn't get out there.
50s, you mean? Yeah.
Toss. Requiem. Little alley-oop. Shiro getting that kill on a Yang.
Ethereal Blade build still popular at all? I know people have been like experimenting with that one, or were experimenting with that one at the beginning of the last patch.
I don't think I've really seen a Morphling go for it, but the last time I saw Morphling was because they had a Faceless Void on the other team. Overgrowth and the Requiem, but the Ravage comes out. And they'll use the spear that'll push Yang onto the low ground. Viper Strike through. It's on to Shiro. He's in trouble. The Static Storm committed, and now they get the kill on a Fly. They'll end up losing Shiro. A trade for carries, but down goes Innocence. And 2 dead on the side of Vici. They don't go Victory Feast. It's actually Bloodsport, but Sonic Wave. Yang's dead. Lasso connects. It's onto the Tiny. Now Planet. He's in trouble. So is Bach, burning him low, but the toss threw Bobica away from Bach. It doesn't look like it's going to matter, but the spear connects. They've got the glimpse. They'll get the control. They'll get the kill. And 4 heroes end up dead on the side of Vici. They might find Shiro. And by might find Shiro, they probably do find Shiro. They will get this kill, even dusting. Just making sure that Tree Protector isn't in the area. Thinking killed.
I'm not sure you want to try to go for this one. You're playing into a Ravage.
Nice, no damage. Glimpse and gone. Viper gonna TP away. They'll drop the arena. They'll look for TMing. They've got Planet and Innocence. Blood grenade thrown. The spear connects. Yang still in their face. They still end up losing this disruptor. Fly shows up, but they're just not committing anything. They're not going to Ravage. They're not here with a Viper anymore. He TP'd out of the fight, and it's not really something you want to take anymore. And now that you've lost the Viper to the TP back, but they keep putting the pressure on. They keep playing forward. They know they're tanky enough to really just stay nearby and, well, maybe find somebody out. And that's going to be the Tiny. Planet is getting chased. They go to the last, so they find Shiro again. Overgrowth is used. Ravage going to be connecting on all these heroes. On a 4, they'll look for the Requiem, but Shiro's in trouble. The toss up into the air. They'll take out the Shadow Fiend. Spear connects. Bobica is still alive with the Firefly, staying on the cliff, TPing out. The God's Rebuke finishes the job.
I thought he was going to make it out of that one for a second. All right, the toss.
Static Storm. Oh, tossing him into his death. Sonic Wave's not going to do anything. Vici are kind of crumbling. Is the side of YAKULT not afraid to stay forward on them? I agree with that.
So I can't really figure it out.
Kind of annoying to not have the availability. So we'll get something. Viper Strike, lasso the control onto the Mars, uses himself up into the air. They are rotating over, and now they go to the arena, but Bach's still going to die. They'll throw the Sonic Wave. Static Storm comes in. Bobica dead on the trade for Bach. Thinking about the Requiem, but the Gush comes out. Planet's dead. There's the Ravage. Requiem was thrown, but it's not going to do anything, and now Shiro's going to be chased all the way back. Fly's into the fight. The waveform forward. They get the kill onto this Shadow Fiend. He will end up dead, but they do get Moon in exchange. 3 for 2 so far, make it a 4 for 2 as Innocence is killed 2.
Yep. Firefly able to play very aggressive and far forward there, but yeah, lose the Mars at the beginning. That one is rough. By the time he dropped the arena, he was just
asking me item questions that I keep missing. Overgrowth? Nature's Grass, easy kill. All right, Innocence is out for now? No.
No.
Flame Break, Lasso gets tipped. And now we'll try to go through the Twin Gate, but he is going to burn up and be burnt down. Early game's just not amazing. At least against what they're going up against currently. But if they can get to like this mid-game point, they might be able to bring it back. And they'll go to the Requiem with the toss. And the damage is just short. Sonic Wave, Viper Strike, they'll get the kill, but it's going to cost them because Ravage and Static Storm are there, and both these cores are going to die. So they go aggressive, but the tier 2 being there allows them to all TP and show up. And now Planet surrounded. That's going to be a third kill. Vici, they get something, but they lose too much.
2 kills to Fly as well, and look at that. They're going to be both of these in like the next 2 minutes here. And then they'll push after that, but they don't want to wait for these things on VG. They realize Morph is down the bottom lane, which makes Viper ready for the picking.
Static Storm down. Gush with the Ags flying across. Tiny's in trouble. Sonic Wave thrown out. Still not really doing anything. Planet's dead first. Bach's going to be on the run. He wants to throw a spear out, but he's dead already. Yang's in front of him. Body blocking. They go to the Glimpse. They've got the lasso. The BKB won't matter. He tried to BKB the Glimpse, and now Shiro thinking about the Requiem. It goes out, but it's just a fear, and they'll disengage on it. They'll lose Bobica. That's okay. As they chase for more, but Innocence up on the high ground, making sure he's got the vision, and they do somehow stay alive on both the SF and the Queen of Pain.
Only find the initiation on him. I think at that point they see Viper and they go, okay, I want to find a different target instead of this one. But you're on these all incredibly short windows. Like the longer you're off on the map, the more likely what you're going to do gets caught out. Like Dota's a very annoying game. It's all about timings.
Yeah, it turns into the Tiny has the Avalanche. Now the toss up into the air. The Ravage, it's on 2. Gush, XM should be able to blink away, but you say that, all this damage, they've got the vision. They lose the Disruptor, so they won't be able to get the Glimpse, but the Gush lands, and XM, they'll end up blinking back once more, but they still might chase on this. He's still not in all the way. Another Gush! It hits, but not enough damage.
Yeah, the pipe ends up being enough barrier. They ends up surviving that one. They lose Shiro in the mid lane, though. They can't stop losing.
Shiro.
Good feeling. That shit keeps you up at night.
Glimpse. They've got the vision. XM. He's caught. He's lassoed. He's killed. And another one here for YAKULT, continuing to dominate in all facets of the game.
And he tips him too. Insult to injury there. XM.
Guys, we are 555 followers away from 60,000. Meanwhile, Glimpse back on a Bach. Viper Strike used. Yules to stay up in the air, but they will have Gush. They're in front of him. Anchor Smash and Bach. They will die. They also got the kill on a Planet. They're now up 15,000 at 30 minutes into the game.
And it feels even worse than this. I just don't see a way. They've been at 13 kills for a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like a lot, you will know that the Tormentor is coming up at like X time, then you have to decide, okay, do I try to like push it down? Ooh, tossed back. I think they're gonna get him though.
Yeah, they've got the lasso and the overgrowth used. Some control onto the Batrider, but they don't even have the damage to get the kill there. Planet ends up dead. Mars was in. The arena has already come through. The waveform forward. The look for Shiro. The Gush across the bow. God. He's down to one shot before he dies. They'll buy back on Planet, but they cannot even kill a Batrider.
That's your BKBs, and Fly is just fine. Like SF isn't going to be able to approach this fight anymore. You still got Ravage available. They're laughing. I don't see how they fight into this.
Looking for the double qualification. Avalanche as well as the toss, but the Viper Strike on the bot back. Tiny. They've got the spear. Can they get the kill? No, they can't. Waveform over. Sonic Wave lands. Just gets the Aegis, but they'll lose Tiny a second time. He's gone for 80 seconds.
Yep, backdoor protection is up. Creeps are about to reach the base. They'll clean this racks up, and they don't really have anything left in the tank. I mean, they've got one Requiem, but again, no BKB on Shiro.
No,
maybe you can like maneuver with this Silver Edge to get like a sick Requiem off on people, but you got to be able to burst Fly 100-0 a second time without Rena, without Quapalt. It's just not going to happen.
And takes this tier 3 tower so quickly. Blinks up north. And now Viper Strike thrown out. They're going to get the lasso. It's on to Shiro. They go to the arena. They've got the Ravage to follow it up. It's on to everybody. Shiro will die. The look over at XM, who will blink back, but they've got the blink with him from Fly. But they have no toss, they have no tiny, they have no way to throw him into the fountain. And it's going to be at least Mega Creeps. Vici trying anything they can do to hold on, but it's just not looking likely. This is ESL Birmingham, Dream League on the line, and YAKULT, after having themselves such a tough qualifier season, are on the cusp. Tier 4s being attacked as Fly ripping through the towers with the help of Moon. Bach comes in, Spear pushes him back, but eats the Viper Strike, forced to Yules himself. Kinetic Field is there, Fly in his face, BKB comes out, but doing nothing. Thrown, exposed, getting low, no Shiro, no GG call, no nothing. YAKULT, they're going to qualify for Dream League in ESL 1 Birmingham. They take down Vici 2-0 and dominate. They also put themselves in the grand finals